if one moment, just one, could remind you why certain artists don't simply rise, they remain? Because right now something extraordinary is happening around Jin. And it isn't loud, it isn't forced. It's powerful in a way that feels calm, confident, and inevitable. When the photos from Run Seok Jae EP Tour the movie were released, fans didn't just look at them. They stopped. Time slowed. Screens were stared at a little longer. Hearts reacted before words could. Because these weren't just images of a concert, they were proof. Proof of growth. Proof of commitment. Proof that Jin has entered a chapter where every movement feels deliberate, every note feels earned, and every glance carries weight. On stage, Jin doesn't chase attention. He commands it, without asking. You can see it in the smallest details. The way his shoulders hold tension after a long performance, the fabric of his t-shirt clinging to effort rather than styling, the focus in his hands as they press down on the keyboard. These are not poses. These are moments caught mid-breath, mid-passion, mid-dream, and that's exactly why they resonate. Behind those images lies months of preparation, endless rehearsals, physical endurance, emotional discipline. Jin didn't just show up to perform, he showed up to deliver. Every concert on the Run Seok tour was built with care, with respect for the audience, and with a quiet promise. If you came for me, I will give you everything I have. Now, that promise lives on screen. Run Seok Jin Episode Tour the movie, filmed during the Goyang fan concert in June, is more than a concert film. It's a memory capsule. It captures the energy in the air when thousands of voices met his. The way the crowd responded not just to his voice, but to his presence, warm, sincere, and unwavering. Since its global release on December 27th, anticipation has only grown. And with exclusive screenings beginning at CGV on December 31st, fans aren't just planning to watch it, they're preparing to feel it again. Because for many, that night wasn't just a concert. It was reassurance. And while emotions were filling theaters, numbers were quietly making history. This year, Jin achieved what no Asian soloist had done before, ranking in Polestar's top 20 global concert tours based on average box office revenue per city. Not a group, not a collaboration. One artist, one name. In July, Billboard recorded him as the highest-grossing Asian soloist on the top tour monthly chart. In August, he went even further, becoming the Korean solo artist with the highest European tour revenue. These aren't lucky results. They're reflections of trust. Audiences trusted his voice, his performance, his ability to carry an entire stage alone. And critics noticed. Rolling Stone UK didn't hesitate, awarding his world tour a perfect 5 stars and calling him an unrivaled entertainer. Forbes went deeper, emphasizing his stable vocals, even through demanding high notes, making it clear that his artistry has always gone far beyond visuals. Paris Match highlighted something just as important: his humor, his connection with the audience, and his fearless ability to cross genres without losing himself. But here's the part that feels almost poetic. While Jin is thriving as a solo artist, BTS as a group has once again claimed first place in the December 2025 Singer Brand Reputation rankings. Out of over 108 million pieces of data, BTS stood at the top, above every other name in the industry. Think about the balance that takes. Individual members building powerful solo identities. A group brand that never weakens. Anticipation growing instead of fading. Industry analysts pointed out that expectations for BTS's future activities played a major role. But there's no ignoring the truth. Artists like Jin are keeping the heart of the brand alive in real time. Not through noise, through consistency. This is what longevity looks like. Not rushing, not proving, but standing firm. From sold-out venues to cinema screens, from global charts to quiet moments behind a keyboard, Jin is showing something rare: how an artist matures without losing warmth. How success can feel grounded instead of distant. And maybe that's why this moment feels so emotional. Because it isn't about reaching the top anymore. It's about staying there with grace, effort, and a sincerity that people can feel even through a screen. And Jin, he's not just part of the story. He is the moment.